It's a beautiful day here at St. Vincent's Academy in Savannah's historic district. I'm so honored to be here for Welcome to Our Community with the president of the Academy, Miss Mary Ann Hogan. Thank you for taking time to share with us.
Thank you so much for being here, Dawn.
Well, we had to come because this is such a landmark for Savannah history and the city as a whole. We just love what you all are doing here at St. Vincent's. It is a girls' academy.
It is. We've been here since 1845, so we've educated so many young women in the city and beyond.
But as you celebrate your 180th anniversary this year, we just have to think about that 1845 number. It was a completely different world, and to think that the Catholic Church was thinking about educating girls. That's really something to just take in.
Yes, it really is. And as we talked a little bit before, you know, at that time, the world wasn't thinking about young women, but the Sisters of Mercy were. So Bishop England sent 6 sisters from Charleston to come over and start this beautiful academy. And it's in the same location on Abercorn and Liberty Street that it was 180 years ago. And our girls get to be in this beautiful historic space every single day.
And it started, I remember, as a boarding school, right?
Yes, it was a boarding school and a day school and an orphanage.
And then it evolved in around 1919 to become more of what it is today.
Yes. And so for so many years we've been educating young women in the spirit of the Sisters of Mercy. And one of our landmarks of everything we do is service. And that's something that we really ingrain into our girls. And actually today the entire school is off on a community-wide service day. And so that's why it's so quiet here in the grotto.
Well, tell me this, what makes this school, I think the service part really makes it unique, and being backed by the Catholic Diocese as well. But what do you think is what you would like all the girls to take away from this experience at St. Vincent's?
So we always believe that in the spirit of the Sisters of Mercy, really serving and leading in their community, and you know, becoming a leader in your family, in your community, in your world, making a difference, and knowing that, you know, God has a special plan for every single person in the world. And so evolve into the person that God has intended you to become, which is so very important. And that gives you great confidence in life to go out and do whatever that you choose to do and just walk boldly in that direction.
I think what's so wonderful too is being a part of the community is knowing that so many of these young ladies become leaders wherever they land. So you all are certainly doing something right.
They do, and it makes us so proud. Yesterday was our ring day, and we have this beautiful and very symbolic ring. It's this oval shaped stone, and it's blue, and it's just so beautiful, and it's more than a piece of jewelry. Everybody says, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you have this ceremony in the cathedral where the rings are presented to the girls. We want it to be very intentional, and we want the girls to know that we call it the Circle of Mercy, and the band represents the Circle of Mercy, and they were shown great mercy here at school, and we want them to go out into the world and to serve and to understand that when you go to St. Vincent's, you're a part of a sisterhood, and we really do train our young women to take care of each other. And you know, being an all-female school, it's wonderful because they are free of so many of the distractions of the boys, and every single girl in every single class, whether it's a math class, a science class, an English class, 100% of the questions answered are from females, which is outstanding.
And what a wonderful place for them to just feel more empowered to see all these great women like you who are really serving as your teachers and leading the school. I think it's really, really tremendous. We talked a little bit about it being the 180th anniversary. We can't skip over that. You all must be on cloud 9. I mean, just to know that this mission has been going on since the 1800s.
Truly, this year we celebrated with a beautiful gala down at Plant Riverside, and it was so well attended by, you know, just lovely community members and graduates, alumni, friends of St. Vincent's that just really wanted to come and celebrate all that we've done for generations of women, which is awesome. And, you know, truly we look back and we stand on the shoulders of the Sisters of Mercy, who truly, we could not be where we are without the sisters. You know, I look up at this beautiful convent space, and this is where the sisters lived for many, many years. Just this week we had a sister, Sister Donna Marie, that lived in the convent for many years. She came back with a good friend of hers, and she said, I want you to see where it all started. I want you to see what formed me as a young teacher and administrator, the strength of these walls.
That is so beautiful and so wonderful for those girls to see that living history.
Yes. And they were also excited to talk to her because we don't have any sisters on staff anymore. You know, so it's really our legacy now to carry on the tradition of the sisters.
So 180 years, what is your hope for this school in the future?
Oh, we have so many great hopes, and we are dreaming so big. We have such great plans for the utilization of the space. You know, we're downtown, and it's wonderful and beautiful that the girls get to walk in these historic halls every single day and feel the history and the impact of, you know, where we came from. And, you know, truly, the sisters were nurses, and they started many of the Catholic schools here in town, and they tended to Civil War soldiers, and they educated clandestinely slaves at the time when they weren't allowed to do that. And so, you know, truly, we have a history of making sure that we take care of the marginalized. And so right now, in this beautiful historic space, we're landlocked. We can't go anywhere. So we have to look at the space we have and utilize it more appropriately. So maybe a second story to the gym would be amazing. Maybe looking at our building across the street and seeing if we can go up. So great big dreams that we can put more girls in more curriculum.
Well, I sure hope all those dreams come true. And thank you so much for what you all have done for generations of women.
It's awesome, and it's just a blessing to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn.